You are looking live over Dublin. Everyone is wearing their green as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day and the Irish right here in Lawrence County.
Tomorrow is Super Saturday, plus you've got the annual St. Patrick's Day Parade, and we could not be more excited.
Hey everyone, and welcome to a special edition of WGXA News at 6. We are on the road today. I'm Greg Lloyd.
And I'm Amanda Peralta. We're live today in Dublin. We know the weather isn't the greatest today, but that won't keep us from having so much fun. We want to thank Morris Bank for letting us come indoors today to stay dry.
We certainly do. And for the next half hour, we're celebrating everything Irish here in Dublin. It's all ahead of tomorrow's Super Saturday fun.
But first, we've got to find out what Mother Nature has planned for the weekend.
Meteorologist Ryan Mirando is here in Dublin as well, keeping an eye to the sky and an eye on that forecast. He's live now. Hey, Ryan.
Hi, Greg, Amanda. While you guys are sitting inside in the comfortable air conditioning, I'm out here braving the elements on this wet start of the holiday weekend. We have had some showers, some thunderstorms, even some strong to severe thunderstorms that have been moving through the mid-state right now. Generally a good soaking for most of us around. I have been tracking this one severe thunderstorm over the past hour that's really moved about an hour ago through Dooley County, then it moved through Dodge County. Right now, we still have a severe thunderstorm warning for portions of Dodge, Telfair, and Wheeler counties until 6:30. This is really in place for the potential of half-dollar-sized hail, about an inch in diameter, that could cause some damage. So right now, the really bulk of that storm is where you see the purple, the frequent lightning strikes just north of Milan. This is headed towards McRae, towards State Route 319, and it's going to move south and east towards Lumber City. And this is a severe thunderstorm warning that's in place until 6:30. So if you live in this box, really try to stay away from the windows. If there's a damaging wind gust, anything could knock down a tree or a power line, you really don't want to be near the windows. But this is a loud thunderstorm that once again could be producing some pretty medium-sized hail. So really keep your eye to the sky if you live in this area. This should be moving out of middle Georgia here over the next 30 minutes. Temperature-wise, it's actually pretty mild for March's sake. Still 73 in McRae right now with that rain-cooled air, 64 in Macon, 65 in Butler, and 71 degrees right now in Cordele. Satellite radar is showing that we still have more rain that's waiting in the wings. So if you're heading out tonight, do like me, probably take an umbrella because it will be raining likely until around 11 o'clock tonight. For most of us, I think the heaviest downpours should stay south of Macon. But for your Friday evening plans, temperatures still pretty mild, 70 degrees by 7 o'clock with those rain showers around. Not expecting any more hail or some damaging winds for the rest of tonight, but still some rain through most of tonight. And tomorrow, though, if you're coming out to Dublin for the St. Patrick's Day Parade, the weather's actually going to be cooperating. We'll just have lots of clouds over top of us by 10 o'clock when the parade starts. Temperature 62 degrees, 11 o'clock, watching the parade go by. A few peaks of sunshine up to 65, even by lunchtime. Still really nice as the parade is ending up to 67. And tomorrow is really going to be the better of the 2 days for the weekend. St. Patrick's Day officially is on Sunday, and it does look like it will be wet also before spring arrives next week. I'll break it all down coming up in the full Skywash weather forecast. Greg, Amanda, back to you inside.
All right, thank you so much, Ryan. We'll get back to you in just a little bit. Now's a great time to download that WGXA weather app, by the way. Just scan the QR code that we have there for you on your screen. That way it goes straight to your smartphone or smart device, and you can keep an eye on the hour-by-hour forecast right here in Dublin. Ryan is back in less than 20 minutes with your 10-day forecast. All right, so we want to kick off this half hour with everything you need to know about this weekend. So joining us right now, Mr. Randy Stone.
Randy, thank you so much for joining us here today. We're excited to have you here on the show.
Thank you, and welcome to Dublin.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Well, I know this has to be very exciting because we know that you plan year-round for what we're seeing happen this month, and especially tomorrow on Super Saturday. We know we have the parade, but it's so much more.
Right.
Let's talk a little bit about what people can expect.
Okay, so after the parade of the morning, we have the arts and crafts, which is in the plaza right behind us. So we've got that, and then that runs into the afternoon. And then tomorrow night we've got the street dance with the swinging medallions starting about 5:30 tomorrow afternoon.
Oh,
How exciting. Now, I know that a lot of planning goes into all of Super Saturday and all of the events. How long do you guys spend planning the entire day?
Okay, so we have a volunteer committee. That's our St. Patrick's Festival committee. I think there's 23, 24 members on that thing, on the committee. And we're all volunteer, and we meet once a month every month. Once a month for the entire year.
Wow, so
And,
it takes about a year.
It takes about a year. And then when March the end of February, 1st of March comes rolling around, then we have like daily meetings. If we're not on the phone, we're meeting in person.
So exciting.
So much to do, and that's not surprising that you have to meet that often, and we're all grateful for it, I tell you. And I know this is the 59th year of the St. Patrick's Day celebration. Is there something that you've added this year? I know every year is kind of bigger and better.
Right. So the one thing that I can think of that we've added this year with the swinging medallions, we've had them the last couple of years, and they're such a crowd pleaser, and they always draw a crowd. So we added a cover band for them this year. So we've got two bands. So that's when we're starting a little earlier this year for the street dance to give those guys a chance to perform before the swinging medallions hit the stage.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. Now, how big is the parade? I know that there's quite a few floats. The schools are involved.
Yeah, the St. Patrick's Parade is probably our biggest parade that we have here in Dublin. And I really don't know how many entries we have, but I think it's at upwards of 100 now, entries in the parade thus far.
No, and it's hard to keep up with because it changes. People can enter it until there's probably a deadline that cuts off just a couple of weeks before. So I know there's a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Last I heard, I think it was like 130 something.
Oh, wow.
So, and I only know that because we'll be here tomorrow bringing you the parade live on our website, on our Facebook page, and our YouTube page. And so we want you to be sure to tune in for that.
Right. So,
Now, Randy, what is your favorite part of Super Saturday?
my favorite part of Super Saturday, I've lived here my entire life, so I have fond memories of Super Saturday, and it's hard to pick out one event that I like better than any of them. I just like the camaraderie and the way that the community comes together, and I just like the entire day. It's just the Super Saturday.
Well, thanks
That sounds
for
so much
all
fun.
that you do, Randy, and we appreciate you being here with us, too. Well, Dublin's 20th annual Pig in the Park barbecue competition started off the month with a bang.
All right, Miranda was there with all that they were cooking.
There's lots of different things going on here. Just welcome yourself and walk around and introduce, and you'll have a great time.
And I did just that as Dublin kicked off St. Patrick's Day celebrations. Randy Duggins, who's been running the competition for 20 years, is so excited for another.
I'm happy it's been 20 years, and we started it out as a money-making event, and it grew much bigger, and then we've kind of pulled it back in and tried to make it for just the locals to have fun, kind of bragging rights.
And lots of families were showing off what they were cooking up. One barbecuing an alligator.
As long as the people, the barbecue groups, the fans, the friends, the employees of all these barbecue teams come and have fun, that's what it's all about.
Mainly for fun, says Duggins, but also for the trophies. Winners in the blind taste test got a small pot of gold per se, but best are those bragging rights.
The top 3 places in each category get money, and the top 8 get a trophy or a medallion, or so. Like I said, it's mostly for bragging rights. They're not huge trophies, but they're neat.
Not a huge trophy, but one that really makes a difference with the memories behind it. Reporting in Dublin, I'm Ryan Mirando, WGXA News.
It all looks so great. And to see one leprechaun is certainly lucky, but what about 48?
Oh, Amanda, I would say that's lucky indeed. In fact, dozens of the cutest ones you'd ever want to see participated in this year's Littlest Leprechaun contest.
It's the type of cuteness that can't be measured monetarily. But if you ever wondered if Dublin had a pot of gold, it's certainly the cuteness overload that is the Littlest Leprechaun contest.
The Lighthouse Adult Daycare started in 1998 as an opportunity to serve the folks in our community that deal with things like dementia and Alzheimer's and what we call cognitive disorders.
The Lighthouse Adult Daycare, an organization that helps families care for aging relatives, including those battling dementia, sponsors the Littlest Leprechaun contest.
The Littlest Leprechaun contest began as a part of the St. Patrick's Festival here in Dublin.
Calvin Holcomb, president of the board of directors of the Lighthouse Adult Daycare, says the event also gives his agency a chance to introduce itself to the community.
The Lighthouse saw an opportunity for us to get our name out there and to be able to present, the opportunity to let folks know that where we are and who we are, but then also is an opportunity to just love on the community at the same time.
But Holcomb says the Littlest Leprechaun contest also serves an even greater purpose.
It encourages folks to come together and just work together as one. And we see a lot of, as you saw tonight, a lot of families, and those families were very much a part of one another.
And come on, how hard would it be to judge this contest? 48 of the most darling, adorable little leprechauns you'd ever be lucky enough to see.
It was so much fun. We're so excited to be the littlest leprechaun and maybe the oldest because we're a grandma.
Oh, wow.
A little grandma.
You were a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And no doubt, even though a winner is chosen, all these little ones are champs.
Well, still to come from Dublin, we're getting a visit from the leader of the Fighting Irish. The superintendent of Dublin City Schools will join us live. WGXA News is on the road at the St. Patrick's Day Festival in Dublin, and we're back after this break.
Welcome back to this special edition of WGXA News at 6. We are live on the road today in Dublin celebrating the St. Patrick's Day Festival.
And since we're here in Dublin, we can't forget about the Fighting Irish. Joining us live now is Dublin City School Superintendent Dr. Fred Williams. Dr. Williams, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Glad to be here.
Now, tell us a little bit about all of the accomplishments going on in the Dublin City Schools.
Well, we have just implemented a new program, a mechatronics program. We also received from the Georgia Department of Education and the Georgia Department of Economic Development Ready Designation, EDP partnership that we have. Our teachers are externing in key factories here in our industry, in our community, and so we're very excited about those things that are going on.
Tons of great things going on.
Speaking of great things going on, Dr. Williams, you have a lot of great things going on. I know you're very humble and don't talk about them that much, but you have been named Georgia's Superintendent of the Year, School Superintendent of the Year. You're a finalist for the National Superintendent of the Year, and nationwide, across the nation, folks. And just this afternoon, you found out some pretty cool news about the St. Patrick's Day Festival, Man of the Year.
Yes, it's overwhelming, just the blessings that have been flowing our way as a school system, and I happen to be the face of it. There's so many people and such a great teamwork with students, parents, and the community that helps anyone achieve any of those honors.
And talk to us a little bit about those honors and what it's like to be a St. Patrick's Day man of the festival.
That is very exciting. It's humbling, and so when you look back at the history over, I think it's about 59 years, and all the great men that have come along through that time, it's just exciting to be named among them, but also just to carry the torch and all of what the spirit of the festival means, and the whole notion of community and togetherness is very exciting but humbling.
And probably one of the things that the children learn a lot about is civic pride, too, when you participate in the St. Patrick's Day Festival.
Yes, a lot of service above self and really reaching out and the true meaning of community coming together, and also being able to help someone who's less fortunate than you in the process.
Now, I have to know, what is your favorite part about Super Saturday? There's so much going on.
Well, as you can tell by my waistline, I like to eat, so the munches are a good part, but really the parade, just being able to just see the sights and sounds of community from a regional standpoint as well, with people coming in, and just how this community comes together. It really culminates to me with the parade and just the smiles on the children, as well as some of the seasoned adults' faces, and it just really means a lot to me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it sounds so awesome.
Brings
to
the
have
smiles
the whole
out of
community
everybody.
together.
Yeah, it certainly does. And this month, in fact, a lot of activities going on in honor of the St. Patrick's Day Festival, and probably within your school district as well.
Yes, we hosted the leprechaun contest in our auditorium. We hosted the pancake supper at Dublin Middle School, which is one of my favorites. Again, when you can bring the community together over a meal, and it's very exciting, and
Yes,
and so we're looking forward to the festivities, the art show tomorrow, the Arts Festival. So we're just looking at all the festivities.
Well,
How
we
exciting.
thank you for being with us, Dr. Williams.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
Ryan, back over to you. Tell us a little bit about the weather and how it's looking for the St. Patrick's Day parade tomorrow.
Yeah, Amanda, it's actually going to be really nice tomorrow, but it is a wet start to the holiday weekend. I'm sure you guys are loving it inside. While I'm standing out here, you need the umbrella tonight if you're going to go out. But for the parade tomorrow, you likely won't need an umbrella. Right now, we do have some pretty good moderate downpours over most of our viewing area now. We had some rain earlier this afternoon. A little bit of a break, but I've been tracking this one severe cell for the past hour and a half. I'm going to take the graphics here full for a second. We still have a severe thunderstorm warning that is issued for portions of Telfair and Wheeler counties until 6:30. This has been producing a history of some quarter-sized to half-dollar-sized hail, about an inch in diameter. Where you see that purple, that bright purple on the map, that is the blinding rain. Heavy lightning strikes. Milan would just hit here, but now you're getting a little bit of a break. McRae heading towards Lumber City. If you live in this area, really try to just stay away from the windows and wait until the warning is done at 6:30 for about the next 14 minutes or so, and then you really don't want those windows to break just in case if there is any damage. But for the rest of tonight, the heaviest downpours should stay south of Macon around 7:30. We still have some downpours around. It should be lifting out by the time we're on the news at around 11 o'clock tonight. And tomorrow, actually not looking too half bad. A few peaks of sunshine, mild temperatures, but on Sunday for actual St. Patrick's Day, I'm tracking more rain to be developing. The heaviest should be over South Georgia, but through the evening hours on Sunday does look like we'll have a pretty good light to moderate soaking for the second half of the weekend. So if you're coming out here for Dublin for the parade, it's looking really nice. 62 degrees at 10 o'clock, mostly cloudy by 11, 65, a few peaks of sunshine, and by the time we're wrapping up the parade, temperatures in the upper 60s, so it's going to be really nice tomorrow. Definitely the better of the 2 days, because Sunday temperatures drop to 63 degrees. That's 7 degrees below average. Great day to be inside, but I feel like most plans for St. Patrick's Day are usually inside anyway. But as we get towards next week, it's the last few days of winter, and it's definitely going to be feeling like it. Sunday, the high down to 60, 61 on Monday. Tuesday, spring officially arrives late at 11:06. Temperature seasonable, but no above average temperatures in sight. Still going to be holding on to a little bit of winter, and we still could have a few cold mornings in the 30s for Tuesday and Wednesday. Tonight, with the rain and clouds around, not anywhere close near freezing. Overnight low down to 50 degrees, and it's going to be a good idea if you're heading out to take the umbrella in case you see a downpour on the way. And Sunday for St. Patrick's Day, it will be noticeably cooler. Still waking up mild in the mid-50s, but temperatures only into the low 60s by the afternoon, with a few showers around mainly through the afternoon and into the evening hours. So in your 10-day forecast tomorrow, not bad at all. Mostly dry, still mild up to 77. Sunday for St. Patrick's Day, temperatures tumble. We get the rain developing in the evening. Monday, the last full day of winter, feeling like it, up to 60. Tuesday, spring officially arrives very late, up to 61, and then temperatures will be more seasonable Wednesday and Thursday with more showers, maybe even a rumble of thunder developing by this time next week. And lastly, there's your Harrison's Body Shop Fishing Game forecast. It's good at 2:20 a.m. and 7:40 p.m.
One of the most anticipated parts of Dublin's St. Patrick's Day celebration is its annual balloon festival.
It certainly is, Amanda, and it's part of the celebration regardless of the weather. And regardless of the weather, you'll always find spirits riding high.
Though the threat of bad weather grounded hot air balloon rides on this particular night of the balloon festival, it could not dampen the mood of the people who turned out with their families to celebrate.
Coming and meeting new faces and, people with different occupations, and then the children interacting with new people. So, yes, I do agree.
This year marked 24 years of the Balloon Festival as a part of Dublin's 59 years of St. Patrick's Day celebrations. And Balloon Festival co-chair Patrick Thames says it's always a hit.
These events that happen during the St. Patrick's Festival bring everybody out from all different parts of the community working together to create fun times and good memories for all.
Mark Meyer lives in North Carolina, but he travels all over as a part of a team that flies hot air balloons. He says there's just something about them that captivates people.
Hot air balloons, they're just mystical. They're floating along nice and gentle. It's beautiful to see as it floats through the sky. Brings up all those great childhood memories of peaceful, beautiful ride.
And if you've never been on a hot air balloon ride, Meyer explains what it's like.
So to prepare for a hot air balloon ride, just going out and having fun when the weather's nice, you just wear clothing for the day. If it's hot, you wear light clothes. If it's cold, you wear jackets. The temperature doesn't change much as you climb in altitude because we're only going up about 1,000 feet, so it's almost the same temperature. And it's not, you're going the same speed as the wind, so you don't feel any breeze at all.
Though on this particular evening, they didn't take those hot air balloons to the skies, the festival goers still had plenty of fun.
Well, St. Patrick's is very big here, so we come out every year when it's St. Patrick's activities.
And that's what it's all about, says Thames.
Just a great time for the community to come together. We all get to come together, see each other. We may see people during this couple of weeks that we don't see all year. And it just makes for a fun time, and it brings people from outside our community into Dublin to experience what we do best, and that's with the St. Patrick's Festival.
Well, we are feeling green down in Dublin. It's a huge weekend for the St. Patrick's Day Festival. We'll wrap things up in Dublin after this break.
Boy, have we had a great time here in Dublin live on the road. Amanda, we met so many great people and learned about so many wonderful things happening this weekend on Super Saturday.
Yeah, I'm so excited for Super Saturday tomorrow. I'm excited to host the parade with you, and then we'll be live streaming it on our website, Facebook, YouTube. There's so much going on, so many fun activities. I'm really looking forward to it.
Absolutely, and after the parade, there's plenty of food, fun, festivities, crafts, and even concerts later on. So.
Yes, there's a Munchies. There's tons of food
Yes.
trucks. There's the Arts and Crafts Festival. There's a lot going on here.
There certainly is. Well, we want to thank you for joining us for WGXA News on the Road. We hope you have a great weekend and some great fun at tomorrow's Super Saturday right here in Dublin.
And don't forget, you can watch tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day Parade live on our website, Facebook, and YouTube pages. Have a great evening, everyone.